Hey guys, welcome to Sports Chat on a Thursday night again. This just works with our schedule, what everything that Tyler and I have going on. Tyler, say what's up.
Howdy, howdy.
Cool Tyler. Or green collar Tyler. Wow, I'm tired. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna start the show a little differently. We're gonna do it was Tyler's idea, of course. We're gonna do what if, and then Nate Talk Sports, what's up, my guy? Very loyal subscriber to my channel. He's been a subscriber of mine for years. He's been there. Props to you, my guy.
Yes,
Let's
the
go,
best,
Eagles. He's
the
a
best
Giants fan.
subscriber of all the subscribers. You'll never see
Dude, he's a
subscribers
Giants
better than
fan.
me.
Stop it. So, anyways, what if, and then we're going to put the player's name there. So, Tyler wanted to start this, so take it away. Your first player is Matthew Stafford, correct? Hello? Tyler?
I just wanted to cause an awkward silence.
You motherfucker. All right, so what if Matthew Stafford, go.
Yes, what if Matthew Stafford? Matthew Stafford has been in the league 13 years now, and this is the first time in his 13 years that he is going to be on a competent team, I think is fair to say. And so the big what if for me is what if the Lions team wasn't garbage throughout his career when he was younger? What if back when they had Megatron, Reggie Bush in his prime, when they actually had weapons and in some pieces on defense, if they actually put that team together and could have formed a dynasty to rival even the Patriots dynasty.
Okay. All right. I mean,
Yes.
How many times did he make the Pro Bowl with the Lions?
I am not sure. Let me see.
I'm actually curious about that.
Well, I doubt he made it very many times because, again, he was with the Lions.
But you never know.
Let us go to Pro Football Reference. Oh, here we go. Here's his award. He made a singular Pro Bowl back in 2014.
Only one time.
Only one time, but he does have some awards. So he was the 2011 AP Comeback Player of the Year, along with the PFWA Comeback Player of the Year, still in 2011. And he has been considered a top 100 player in 2012, 2013, 2014, 2017, and 2018.
Okay. So, you know what's weird? I'm just going to bring up fantasy real quick. Fantasy football. He's always like one of the best quarterbacks for passing yards.
Yep.
In fantasy, which is like unbelievable once you talk about that Lions team. Like from years past.
Yeah, and while his win losses won't show how good of a player he was, like he was still one of the greatest guys to have in fantasy, just to the fact that he could literally be losing a game by 40 points, and yet he'll still somehow come out in the end with like 20 points for your team. The guy's an absolute unit in fantasy.
Yeah. I mean, oof. Yeah, it's just not good that he's been with a team that was that bad.
Yeah, like you gotta think he was on a team with someone that some say could have been the best wide receiver of all time, and could make some catches to rival Randy Moss. He was nicknamed Megatron, for God's sake, and yet went 0-16.
Wow.
You tell me how many teams get a generational talent and go 0-16.
Just highly rare.
If anything, the Browns should have been the first thing to go in 16 because there's no reason a team with Calvin Johnson on it should not be winning at least a single game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just insane.
Yes, and with how explosive Matthew Stafford has been since he joined the Rams, like he's been showing off how much potential has been hidden behind a horrible O-line, coaches that had no idea what they were doing and were absolutely just buffoons, all that, and almost waste his entire career there until this trade. And now Jared Goff gets to suffer for it.
I feel so bad for Jared Goff, dude.
I feel bad for any quarterback that winds up with Detroit at this point. They can't.
No, not just that. Not just that. Yo, Jordy, what is up? What is up, my guy? Thank you for coming to the second stream of the day, of the night. But I just gotta say this. He was like the top two. He was his first overall pick. And then now injuries got to him, right? He got injured. And then he just flopped.
I don't think it's really fair to flop. Like, you look at how he's playing now. I mean, does that look like a flop to you? The guy has been pretty good. He went blow for blow with Tom Brady and the Bucs and beat them. He threw a ball so hard that the cameraman couldn't keep up with it. The man is definitely still got a lot in him, even with injuries, included. It's just a damn shame that it had to take this long for someone to finally see what he is and finally give him his chance.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the Lions almost won. They almost beat the Bears.
They did almost beat the Bears. But is that really an accomplishment, though? It is the Bears.
I'm just saying, they almost got the first win. I'm going to look up their schedule right now. The Lions.
I don't think the Lions have tough. Actually, it's either going to be. I can't remember if they had a super tough schedule or not.
I'm looking right now. Hold on. I'm going to share the screen. So
let's see. Next, they play the Vikings, then the Rams, then the Steelers. Oh, that's super beatable. Oh, no, so excuse me. They're playing the Vikings next, then it's the Bengals, then it's the Rams, then they play the Eagles at the end of the month, and then they're playing the Steelers.
Can you read what Jordy had? Jordy sent in the chat. Can you read it?
That's like beating the 2016. Beating the Bears isn't an accomplishment. That's like beating the 2016 Browns. Hey, the 2016 Browns were an enigma of the time. They were the personification of not being bad, but being so bad that a high school D1 team could beat you. That is literally the personification of taking the biggest diarrhea dookie you could imagine, just taking some paper towels and rubbing it all up in there and then sticking your face with it and doing that 100 times, and then you could almost get to the level of stink the 2016 Browns were.
All right. So I'm going to go through each game and see who I think the Lions can beat. Minnesota, no. Cincinnati, no. The Rams, no. The Eagles, yes. I say Eagles because our defense is god-awful.
Against the run. You tell me who's running the ball for the Lions.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Braden? How's it going, man? Who's running for the Lions? Shoot.
No one good. Their entire offense at this point relies entirely on freaking...
It's DeAndre Swift, dude.
Oh, no, not DeAndre Swift. Oh, no.
He's good.
Yes, but it's the Lions, and they have no O-line.
But our defense is trash.
You tell me Hargrave will not feast on that O-line?
You're telling me that our linebackers can keep up with their tight end?
Do you honestly because their tight end is like the one good position they have on that offense because they have TJ Hawkinson still.
Yeah.
For now.
Swift and Williams are at least a decent running back combo.
Yeah, it's a decent running back combo, but that O-line is absolutely atrocious. You're telling me that running back combo is going to matter if Targraves is constantly getting past them?
The way Fletcher Cox is playing?
That's why I didn't even bring up Fletcher Cox, because it's only Hargraves who's doing anything on that D-line at this point.
I mean, I'm going to keep on...
Hargraves has at least performed to what was expected of him. I don't know where the fuck Fletcher's been.
All right, I'm going to keep going. Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's super winnable.
Winnable?
Are you serious? The Steelers have been trashed this year. Their defense can barely stop a fly, and Ben can only throw checkdowns now.
Cleveland. No.
No.
Chicago. Yes. You agree?
Yeah.
Minnesota. No. Denver. No. Arizona. No. Atlanta. Yes.
No.
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 Yes.
I'll tell you exactly why no. Because again, Lions defense pretty fucking bad. Cordero Patterson has been pretty fucking good.
Thank you, Braden. The Lions can beat Atlanta. Thank you.
No, I think Atlanta, because Atlanta since week 1 has, like, they definitely had another hiccup after they had to face the Bucks, but after, they beat Washington, I think, and then are they playing Washington this week?
Who are they playing? They're playing Minnesota this week.
Yeah, but ever since
Atlanta or the Lions?
Atlanta.
Let me see. Hold on.
Because I think they already faced the Washington.
They are playing Jets. They're playing the Jets in London on Sunday morning.
Yes, that's what that was.
Washington beat. I'm with Tyler. Lions can lose to Atlanta. Okay. Washington can beat Atlanta.
Yeah, ever since like the Buck game, like Atlanta has been better. Like they're actually scoring points since
The
then.
last 2 games for the Lions are Seattle and Green Bay.
No.
You were like,
So the Lions have a grand total of 3 winnable games?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Washington barely edged out Atlanta there, but Washington, like, they've been doing stuff. It's just Atlanta's definitely going to struggle, especially for the remainder of the year, but they're not anywhere near as bad as the Lions. The only team that's anywhere near as bad as the Lions is the Jaguars, and the Jaguars are in a hell of their own. They are basically becoming the 2016 Browns, except I believe they actually got a win, if I remember right, or they can still completely winless.
They may have a chance if Green Bay is resting starters for playoffs by then.
Does it matter?
Yeah, I mean, does it really matter? Are the Lions the worst team in the league?
Jacksonville still doesn't have a win? Am I looking at this right? They're 0-4?
They don't have a win now.
Oh my god, the Jags are going to pull a 2016 Browns.
And then,
and back on the topic of the Lions, like even
are they the worst team in the league? The Lions?
No, the Jags are. Jags are 100% the worst team in the league. The Lions at least can win a football game. Jacksonville, like, they've looked decent once this season. That was literally their last game against the Bengals. But every other game has been a shit show. Trevor Lawrence barely did anything weeks 2 and 3.
Dude,
their head coach has no respect at all. It's like there's no real leadership in that locker room right now.
Dude, I've been saying this for years. Trevor Lawrence is overrated.
Now,
yes.
Listen, it's the guy's first year in the league, okay? So I'm not going to say that he's not going to develop into a good quarterback.
Urban Meyer has no idea what he's doing in the NFL.
Because he's a college coach. He's been a
college
college coach for too many years.
Worse than Detroit. Who's worse than Detroit then?
Well, the Jags are one of them. I'm trying to
Thank
think who the
you,
other ones are.
Brandon. Hey, thank you.
Now, I'm not saying that Lawrence can't develop into a great quarterback that he was predicted to be,
Dude,
but
he's
for
the next
everyone to
Bo Callahan.
okay, hold on, let me finish.
Do you even know who Bo Callahan is?
Let me finish.
Do you
Damn
know
you.
who Bo Callahan is?
No, I don't know who Bill Callahan is.
Do
Anywho.
you ever watch Draft Day?
Oh shit, I forgot about that guy. But listen, first of all, at least Trevor Lawrence was liked by his teammates, so that's a horrible comparison. Second of all, everyone who kept thinking that he was going to be like the fucking next fucking reincarnation of Jesus on the field and that, oh, he's going to instantly impact the game was a fucking delusional nut. He went to the worst team in the league.
I said it.
He went to the worst team in the league. He's not going to perform well this season, especially when they got him no help on the O-line. If anything, this is a season to see exactly what you had left, especially with a one-year coach, because there's no way in hell Urban Myers comes back after the season.
Better than Joe Burrow, but Burrow is actually nice at the sport and can read the defense.
It's Lawrence's first season in the NFL, though. You have to give him time. It's only week 4 of his entire NFL career. At least Burrow's had an entire season. Well, excuse me, not an entire season. 6 weeks and an entire offseason to try and learn, especially off film. And Burrow even said himself that offseason was crucial for him because he took that time and went and watched film all offseason so he could better read the defenses and whatnot.
Well, Burrow
doesn't even have a head coach at this point. He has no Urban Myers.
No, I was talking about Burrow. I was talking about
I don't even remember who their head coach is anymore, dude.
Guys in the chat, who's the Cincinnati's head coach? Yo, Raphael, what's up? What's good, man? Eagles maybe catch their second win at an away game because they have 3 losses in a row. It might happen, but Panthers have 3-1, but it's going to be a tough game. Yo, my guy, he's a Panthers fan. He's going to be on my show Saturday night.
Maybe I'll see you at the game then, Mr. Raphael.
No, I don't think he's going to the game. But he's going to be on my channel Saturday night, and we're just going to talk football. Great. Okay. He's in a bad situation with a bad head coach who lost the locker room and carries a college mentality. I'm tired. Lost his right-hand man in Antonine. Oh, my God. I'm really tired.
DJ Chark is on the injury list, so that's what happened there.
Yeah. Has 1 or 2 weapons.
Yeah.
And has no.
That's why I'm not willing to give up on
Zach Taylor. Thank you. He's probably the coach of the Bengals. Thank you.
Yes, but that's why I'm not going to say Lawrence is
overrated.
I'm not going to say it because he hasn't really been given a chance right now. He's probably been put into the absolute worst situation he could be, except for being a quarterback in Detroit.
Yeah, but I'm just going to say this. To a guy who has never lost until he got to the NFL, that showed his true colors there.
Listen, it's not about losing at the NFL level. It's about how he took the loss. That's the big thing there. Because
before the injury, Chark didn't perform but
you also have only one really good wideout in DJ Chark. Like, if you only have one good wideout, then guess what? The opposing team is more likely going to make sure that he's not going to be open a majority of the time. Because there really wasn't that many offensive threats for them besides DJ Chark.
Okay.
But it's like Burrow needs actual head coach.
Hold on.
Or not Burrow.
Does Trevor Lawrence have the most interceptions in the league?
Right now?
Yes. Or is that Zach Wilson of the Jets?
It's probably going to be close. Let me see.
I'm going to call my buddy right now. He's a Jets fan.
I'm literally Googling it right now.
Oh. I wanted to make him angry on stream. You're no fun.
In the NFL 2021.
You're no fun. Okay. Who is it?
Hold on, because it's showing me actual cornerbacks.
I think Zach Wilson, dude. Guys, who's ever in the stream, hit the like button.
It is Zach Wilson, who has 8.
I was right.
Right behind him is Trevor Lawrence at 7, though.
Wait, Trevor Lawrence is second in there, right?
Yes, and then Davis Mills is in 3rd place with 5.
Who?
Davis. I think he's the backup. Yeah, he's the backup Houston quarterback. That is absolute shit.
Oh.
He has a completion rate of 38%. My God.
It's week 2, defensive player of the week, Zach Wilson. Okay.
Poor Zach. Both the quarterbacks in the first 2 rounds were absolutely screwed. Like here's the thing, though. The Jets have actual building blocks, though, to go off of after this season. So if it does turn into a wash, they can still potentially build up to be a decent team at worst.
He's a 3rd-string Houston's quarterback who is set up to fail.
Yes. And I fucking hate him because he made Dalvin Cook look bad last week, and I have him on my fantasy team, and Dalvin Cook has been balling up to that point.
Wait, you don't have Dalvin Cook?
Or not Dalvin Cook, Brandon Cook.
Yeah, you have Cooks.
Is it Brandon Cooks or is it Brandon Cook?
You're Brandon Cooks.
It's Cooks? What? Fucking, I hate last names.
Yeah, Sloan Dorn.
Schlong Dong, you fucking weeb.
Hey, people still spell my last name wrong.
I don't know how. It's literally just 6 letters. Mine is like 12. My last name is almost double yours.
Hold on. Spell my last name. Oh, you get to see it on YouTube. Fuck.
Dude, you do realize I had your last name entered onto my phone. I can literally spell your last name like it's the back of my damn hand.
Thank you, Jordy.
I literally just went to my fantasy to confirm to see what it is. But fucking Cooks, fuck off. Oh, Russell. Oh, Russell Wilson's making me sad right now.
Dude, who are you playing again? Bird Gang, you're fine.
Russell Wilson only has 2 fucking points, and it's the 2nd quarter.
Dude, you're fine. You're playing against the Eagles.
My running back literally only has 4 points right now, bro. I'm fucking shaking in my boots.
Dude, you're playing the Eagles.
Okay, and if the Eagles actually do well this fucking week.
Stop making me laugh, bro.
Now I'm left with the moral dilemma of do I put in Dallas Goedert for Deontay Johnson? Fuck.
So, wait, hold on. There we go. Wait, I'm exposed. There we go. Oh, wait, I'm still exposed. There we go.
You've always been exposed.
Yes, I have. For being better than you.
That is not how that works, and no.
Oh my God, you're funny. I'm just going to ask you this. Honestly, who do you have winning our fantasy league?
Oh, me, of course.
Honestly.
Bitch, I took a kicker the first round. If anyone else wins, then it doesn't count.
Dude, honestly, who?
If it can't be me, which is obviously the right answer.
Vic, you're not winning.
No, I'll give it to Hunter. I really liked Hunter's team.
Wait, did I play him? No. What's his record right now?
3-1, I believe.
I'm 3-1.
Yeah, he's 3-1.
I'm 3-1.
Don't say that I should be 2 in the league. So what?
Don't say I should be. No. Don't say I should be 2-2.
Yes, Brayden. I legitimately drafted a kicker in the first round.
Yes, because I said you don't have any balls to do it, and you did it.
My balls are so fucking huge, they're the size of Mitchell's forehead.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty big balls. Now,
And
will
you
I be
dropped
doing
your
it again?
second kicker.
Yes, I also drafted a kicker with my very last pick because Omega Lol, and I kicked him to the curb.
All right, Vic is 2-2. Hey, he's doing better than you too.
You can wait in line, Vic. You can wait in my dust.
Okay.
Bishop
Don't say
Sycamore
that
will
I
rise
should be
again.
2-2.
Bishop Sycamore will rise again.
Yep. Don't tell me that I should be 2-2.
You should be.
Why? I beat you.
You beat because of a fucking running back decided to go from 3 points to 20 just like fucking that.
I win. Let's go.
I want to absolutely obliterate you in your hopes and dreams after this week.
When he took a kicker first, I was astonished. You took Josh Allen.
So?
I'm
Josh
just
Allen's
saying
a good...
he let me have Mahomes at like 13th.
I mean, with the way this season is playing, I think I would actually rather have Allen.
I mean, you can go either way.
I mean, because Mahomes has not been that consistent so far.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, I guess the Eagles, yeah, but fucking couldn't beat Lamar Jackson when he was undefeated against him.
Allen, yes, he's the second best quarterback behind Mahomes.
You could definitely argue for taking Josh Allen before Mahomes.
Not for your first round pick, though. That's when you take.
Yes, for your first round pick. Are you serious? Well, Josh Allen's 100% a first round pick.
Wait, Mahomes is one from the last time I saw on fantasy.
Well, there's a reason. No, that totally is out. Josh Allen just had a game where he threw for like 4 or 5 touchdowns, my dude.
Yeah.
He's going to be ranked above Mahomes.
Oh, well.
And Kyler Murray is having an MVP season.
I told you this, right? Hold on. I told you this. We were in like this. I'm in this other league with Vic. I think Jordy's in it. And Robert. And Robert had the second pick. He took Aaron Rodgers.
Which wasn't a bad pick.
I think that was bad. I took Alvin Kamara at 7, but it's just like, yeah. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm just saying I took Kamara at 7, but Kamara right now, good.
Well, because the Saints are focusing more on passing than they are running. It's not like when they had.
Agreed.
I know, I was eating something. I'm sorry.
All right. You know what? Let's just go to the Eagles and what. Do you have any positives about the game against the Chiefs?
Yes, I actually do. My main positive is going to be.
Granted, I did because I was the 13th pick out of 14. You were saying?
But I think the main positive was Jalen Hurts. Like, yes, he still has some improvements to do, especially with finding his open receivers for further down the field. But the dude balled out. He would have had, I think, 5 touchdowns if, the team could not have a penalty like every fucking drive. And he was really consistent. Like, he had a couple of bad throws. One that would have been an interception if it didn't touch the ground first. Thank God for that. And he even had a dime in the back of the field for Devonta Smith, but again, got pushed out of bounds, and it got called against us because, of course.
Okay, anything else?
I mean, besides that, the O-line was surprisingly good. Yes, they had some questionable antics with the penalties and whatnot, but The O-line, considering the situation we're in right now, was fairly fine. It does give me some hope for the future of the O-line after some of our veterans are gone, like Kelsey, Brooks, and Johnson and all them. But it's the rest of the team has just been brutal to watch. Like the wide receivers, like they're doing their job. It's just some of them just aren't as good as others.
Let me ask
The
you
running
this.
backs aren't getting enough touches.
Let me ask you this. How do you feel about Jalen Hurts throwing the ball? Like he's overthrown,
So
he's
far,
underthrown.
it's been inconsistencies. And to be fair, this is truly a rookie year for Jalen Hurts. Last
Yeah,
season, we got a
I
little
can give
taste
you
of
that.
him. He got a little bit of a taste, so this way he at least had an idea of what he was getting into. That's all those 4 games was.
Yeah,
But
I gotta tell
there's
you
not
something.
many quarterbacks who could have a performance like Hurts did this past Sunday and not come out with a W. And keep in mind, he put it up, what was it, about 30? I think he almost put up 30 points on the Chiefs, right?
It was 30. It was 42-30.
Yeah, he put up 30 points on the Chiefs.
The Chiefs don't have a good defense, though.
They definitely have at least an above average defense. It's not
Yes.
great by any means, but it's definitely above average.
Yeah, Braden, you like
And
Hurts?
that's definitely showed. I mean, he's definitely shown a lot more improvement than that game against Dallas. Like, it is a huge difference between Dallas and this past week and his performances. So now it's just trying to find that consistency and fine tune it, and then making the offense, more meshed together. Because now that Hurts is starting to if Hurts keeps us up and he keeps finding his rhythm, then hopefully we'll be seeing more incorporation of, the running game. Because what I'm hoping is happening right now is like Nick Sirianni is trying to get Hurts into the rhythm of things, especially with throwing the ball. So this way he can start to incorporate the run more. And by incorporating the run, he can keep the pressure off of Hurts. And then because he can know he can be a reliable thrower, he can trust him to make those downrange throws. He can trust him to get him the chunk yards they might need for the first down. But I'm hoping that this is going where I think it does. And if it does, I can handle the lack of touches for Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell for now. If this leads up to a more balanced offense down the line.
Okay. So let me say this. I got a couple things to say, but first, before I let this go, there was this YouTuber, right? This Eagles YouTuber
Is
that
it
said,
Eagles champ?
how'd you know?
Because fucking you and Uncensored Man always talking about him.
Uncensored too?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. But he said that if we beat the Chiefs, if we have, Jalen Hurts will be MVP.
I don't think that a win against the Chiefs would be that good looking for Hurts. Even in loss, Hurts looked fantastic.
Hurts looked great.
Like there are very few quarterbacks that can do what they did and actually kind of keep up with Mahomes. In fact, he would have beaten Mahomes if the team could stop giving up penalties. And if J-Jaw would have just turned left, if he had just turned left, it could have been a 3-point game.
Yeah.
And then if Devontae Smith didn't get shoved out of bounds and then have it called on us, we could have won the game.
The Chiefs were sloppy too, yes. But
yes, the Chiefs were sloppy. But this was definitely an above-average defense, and he performed well.
Really quick. I know you're going to go soon, then I'm going to have to call in. So, really quick. Do you believe that the Eagles might trade Miles Sanders, like use him as trade bait?
No, I don't believe it.
Really?
No, because here's the thing.
Because that touchdown Kenneth Gainwell had, Miles Sanders should have had that ball.
I think they're trusting Kenneth Gainwell more with responsibilities. And I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to have Kenneth Gainwell be more of a red zone back, while Emmanuel Sanders is going to be more of the open field back, because Miles Sanders is great at picking up chunk yardage. And Kenneth Gainwell is a great, I'm going to call him a gadget kind of running back. He can block well. He can be a good, if he's going to have to do it. He can be a decent bruiser going up there because you have no one else on the current roster who can fulfill that role. Cough. Look, the practice squad. Cough, cough. I think that's why they like Kenneth Gainwell more, is that he brings a different dynamic towards that running back position than they give with Miles Sanders, because Miles Sanders is not as good at blocking. He has decent hands, but I feel like Kenneth Gainwell is about on par, if not maybe slightly better at catching the ball. And he can be good at, trying to go up the middle. He's trying to get you the short yardage, whereas Miles is definitely more of the open field type. He likes to break out. He likes getting the longer plays and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. And last thing, Rager. I think you and I talked about this behind the scenes a little bit. What do you think about Rager? Is it a mental thing? Is it something about the fan? I mean, what is it?
I feel like when it comes to Rager, I feel his big problem right now is that, because it's his second year, there's a lot more expectations on him to perform. And so I think he's psyching himself out a little bit more, especially with all this pressure that's on him, especially coming from, playing in a city like Philadelphia. Like, if it's one of those places where if you're not performing, the fans let you know, and they'll let you know hard. It's not an easy place to play in.
Did you hear me?
So when you're not performing well and you're trying to just try and get back on track, but you're just having, you just keep struggling, it gets even tougher when you have fans that are booing you. Yeah.
I mean, it's tough to live in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Or play in Philly, excuse me. But last thing, I just thought of this. It has to go with basketball. Real quick. Allen Iverson wants to work for the Sixers. He's been retired for 11 years now. They don't want him to work for the Sixers.
Well, good luck with that. That man is literally the embodiment of Philadelphia. He is the true underdog story. He is the little engine that could. He is, when you think of Philadelphia sports,
that's why I wanted to bring this up.
When it comes to Philadelphia sports, there are very few names that are the first thing to pop into your head. For me, it's B-Doc and it's AI. And I don't even fucking watch basketball.
I don't know. I'm trying to think from what I've heard and seen on Twitter. It's probably because there was this one thing, he was talking to a sideline reporter one time and he was drunk. So maybe
I think that's on ownership. I think he just wants an excuse to try and get rid of AI from Philadelphia. And to be quite honest, I wish them luck in trying to erase AI's impact on the city of Philadelphia. You will not find anyone who can embody the city more than that. B-Doc is close, but. And honestly, I feel like Jalen Hurts could be in the conversation for it, but nobody will be more Philadelphia than AI.
This is what here. I'm going to share the screen really quick. This is what first Stephen A. Smith said.
Make sure you clicked include audio.
No, it's not audio. It's just words.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you wanted that, say. I would have to click this if we wanted to, but I'm just going to read it here. Wait, can you see it first of all?
No,
wait, hold on.
You didn't click the thing? There you go.
Hold on, let me, so
you're good.
This is what Stephen A. Smith said. The same Sixers organization that evidently doesn't employ Allen Iverson in any capacity. Dude, I'm tired. It's the same Sixers organization that used him to generate revenue and interest in their franchise when the bogus process was ongoing. And I'm just gonna
that evidently doesn't employ Allen Iverson in any capacity. It's the same Sixers organization that used him for bobblehead night and retired his jersey and did everything they could to celebrate him in recent years to generate revenue and interest in their franchise, when that bogus process was ongoing and you couldn't win a damn practice game, let alone a real NBA game. Nobody was interested. You sucked as an organization. And what did you do? Allen Iverson, could you come to the rescue? Could you be there for us? We want to celebrate you and what have you. You marketed it. You monetized it. You generated revenue off of it. That's what you did, because you didn't matter. The same thing. What did Allen Iverson say when he sat down with Taylor Rooks? You know what he said? He said, I know basketball. He's not talking about analytics and PERs and all of this other stuff. He's talking about himself, a career 26.7 point per game scorer, a Hall of Famer, a dude that played his first 10 years in Philadelphia, averaging over 40 minutes a night. His lowest minutes total per night was 39.4 minutes per game his second year in the league. We hadn't seen a box office attraction like him this side of Michael Jordan. What did Allen? Kobe came later in terms of being box office. AI was already here. He carried this franchise on the back. And if it wasn't for Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, he would have delivered a championship because he got us to the finals. And somehow, some way, you have no role for this brother. When Ben Simmons is talking about he don't ever want to play for the franchise again, when you talk about the city of brotherly love, a blue-collar city if ever there was one, heart, guts, warriors, who personifies that better than Allen Iverson? Nobody.
What do you think about?
He hit it right on the head. You know, Allen Iverson is, like I said already, is Mr. Philadelphia. You won't really find anyone who is at his level. You can find people who can be near it, and you can argue for them being second, but you will never find anyone to topple Allen Iverson. You'll never find a guy who can be as impactful to the city, not the sport, the city, like Allen Iverson was. Allen Iverson was an inspiration to all the youths in that city, to literally the entire city itself, that size doesn't matter. You can do what you want to do, even if you have to play against giants as just a little 6-foot man compared to fucking 6'7" monsters, and you can still.
Well, he's older Yao Ming, who's 7'6". To this day, people say who's better than Jordan. That's Tyler right there.
Damn straight I do. You put Jordan at 6 foot and see if he's doing the shit that AI could do. He ain't.
All right, I'm going to put in the call-in link because I know Tyler has to go now.
Yeah, I'm going to be getting off. I'm probably going to just relax for a little bit, and then I'm going to go to sleep.
Yo, really quick. Can you just text me or DM me what I should be working on with my thumbnails?
I won't do that tonight probably because I want to be more awake when I do that. I'll do that when I get off work tomorrow because I get off at 3.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep, I'll be sure to do so. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the stream.
Yep, whoever wants to come. Yeah, whoever wants to come in and chat, the link is there. I'm going to post this on Twitter as well. Whoever wants to come in, there's the link. And I posted it on Twitter. Jordan couldn't handle that. Cards over. Yep. Yep. Whoever wants to come in. There's the link. Whoever wants to come in, there's the link. But seriously, I may have to make a video about Iverson. I do. I really feel like I do at this point. Huh. Okay. I'll give this a couple more minutes and then I'm just going to get off. But seriously, I want to talk about Allen Iverson for a minute. For what he has done for that city, it's remarkable. They made money off him. They've done everything that they could around him. He's Yo,
What's good, my guy?
not much, man. How you doing?
All right, man. Just trying to get through watching this game. I seen you had the discussion on Allen Iverson, and it's
Yeah,
wild. It's kind of sad in a way, like you were saying, and how everyone else is saying. They used him, to gain money, but then when he's trying to say he wants to work with the team, they don't want to do anything with him. When he's probably the best ambassador for that team right now. If anyone should be working with that team, it should be Allen Iverson, especially when you have these issues with a player like Ben Simmons who can't put himself on the line with the team. Who else better than Allen Iverson to show them the way?
do you think with Allen Iverson on the team, do you think Ben Simmons would want to stay?
That's someone you would respect. Out of any player, if Allen Iverson is talking to you, you're going to listen. You respect the man. You've seen the work he's put in. You've seen how he put his body out there on the line. You have to respect what he's saying.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. He could have got us a ring, but went up to Shaq and Kobe. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
And that
and
team
that
was nothing.
that's a perfect example. In the time of Shaq and Kobe, with pretty much when the super teams were started, that's around the time when super teams were really started. He went by himself with what he had, and he at least got to the championship. Won only one game, but he made that one game look good. And like I was saying before, a lot of people credit Yao Ming with bringing China to the NBA, but that wasn't Yao Ming. It was Allen Iverson. To this day, there's three men that the Chinese look up to in basketball terms, and that's Yao Ming. You have Stephon Marbury, and you have Allen Iverson. To them, he's the greatest basketball player that's ever played. I mean, like that
Yeah.
man brought billions of fans to the game. You can't say that about Michael Jordan. Jordan was revered. He was looked at as more of a star, someone famous. Allen Iverson was all about his game. Everyone respected his game and how he played.
Yeah, and even the fashion part of it, I hate to bring this up, but look at what he did with the fashion part. I mean, he was not wearing a shoe, he was wearing whatever he wants. They had to put a dress code because of him.
I was just about to say that Allen Iverson, like when they talk about players who changed the game, they literally made rules so people wouldn't look like him. Because let's be honest, what the NBA did back then was racist. They didn't want the league looking like guys with baggy pants and big clothes on and cornrows. They didn't want that look. They wanted that. Let's be honest, they wanted that white guy look. They wanted that preppy look. They wanted men in suits. That's what they wanted. But you got to understand, everybody's should be there who they are. Let them be their individual self. You shouldn't have to force everyone in a box because you want your league to look a certain way. Your league isn't that certain way. Your league is 95% filled with African Americans. You know what I'm saying? You got to put, what they want to say to it too, which they didn't at that time. And Allen Iverson was very influential because he was one of the only players to not give a damn about that dress code, to still dress the way he wanted to. You know what I mean? Like he stood up against that authority. And if it wasn't for him, players wouldn't have the luxury that they have today.
Yeah. Can you imagine if he actually went to football? Because he was actually good at that too.
Well, he was a quarterback that used to play against Michael Vick. He used to have a lot of games against Michael Vick, and I want to say it was Randy Moss was his wide receiver.
Yep.
Yeah, so they, in Virginia they had, like he was a sick player. Like he was a pretty good quarterback, but he was a way better basketball player. He was all better for it because with his heart playing the game of football, he would have been one of them guys you can see getting hurt early.
Yeah, facts. It's shocking to me that it's giving me another reason for this not to like the Sixers, but I still do. So, I mean, with this whole Ben Simmons thing, now Allen Iverson, I wonder what's next.
Well, it tells you how the team values its fans because again, there's no bigger or more important ambassador to the Sixers than Allen Iverson.
Yep.
And for you
I mean,
not
look
to
at
want to
the
work with him, what does that say about the team?
Yep. Look at the Mavericks. They just got Dirk. They got what's that guy's name? Josh Howard, I think. And look at the Spurs.
Yeah.
They got Duncan there. They got Ginobili there. I think they have Parker there too now. Which is like they're bringing all these players to work for them, and Allen Iverson wants that, but they're not going to do it. It's like, what the hell? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, and I think their excuse is going to be the PR move and past things that he had in his past. But again, that's just what they are, things in the past. You can't tell me that there aren't GMs in the league right now that are running teams that haven't been caught of some kind of scandal, some kind of DUI. They've all done their dirt. So to even bring that up on Allen Iverson would just be, capping. Just say what it is. You don't want him to represent your team because of what you think he represents or what the image you think he portrays. That's all it is. You're cool, like they said, on a bobblehead night. You want fans to come in. Oh, you'll use that, but not when it really comes down to him wanting to work with the team. Then it's something totally different.
Yeah. It just doesn't make any sense. I thought this was all about like respect, brotherhood, and all that stuff, but yet you don't want to bring in one of the best Sixers players of all time, arguably the best, behind Will Chamberlain, behind Moses Malone, Dr. J. I can go on and on.
Well, when it all comes down to it, it's about money. And the Sixers want to ensure that they get the most possible. So they're going to want to, present the team in whatever image they want to because they think that's going to get them the most money.
Yep. Do you think that if they ever asked Iverson to do it, would he do it now?
I don't know. Again, it all depends on, how they told him. If they said they really had nothing open at the time or they just flat out ignored him. Because if it's something like that, I would see that as a sign of disrespect. Don't come at me after the fact where you have a different regime and then you want to, say, we're sorry for what we did in the past. Could you come and work with us? No. You got one offer. I'm the franchise leader in pretty much everything. I am the face of the franchise still to this day. So if I'm asking, I want an opportunity to work with the organization and you don't jump at that, all right, I'll move on.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine the Warriors? And like for them, as an example, what if Curry wanted to come back and work? They would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but again, I think it all goes down because that's what we're going to say, the image that's portrayed. Steph Curry's image compared to Allen Iverson is totally different.
Yep. I mean, it's still like one of the faces of the franchises, though. So
yeah,
that's just.
It's on our ownership. You know what I mean? If anything, fans should speak up. They should voice their displeasure. You know what I mean? Like you can tweet out, at Josh Harris. You know what I mean? There are ways of doing it if you feel that passionate.
Yeah. Sad. Yeah, do you think we can actually win on Sunday now? McCaffrey's playing.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, even with him not playing. It was going to be tough either way. That defensive line that they have is sick. Now they have Stephon Gilmore, and they have already solidified themselves. The offense is looking good with Sam Darnold, Robbie Anderson, and DJ Moore, who's having a breakout year. So it's an uphill battle for us. And we still can't say that we could win anything if our coach still hasn't learned from mistakes in the past 3 weeks. Run the damn ball. You know what I mean? If anyone's seen
Yeah.
the Chargers head coach Brandon Staley talk about the importance of running the ball, Nick Sirianni should have been listening to that and taking notes, because if he can't run the ball, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, Jordy?
No point to have these conversations every week.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Jordy?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
But I'm gonna head on out. I just want to discuss this Allen Iverson point. I got a upset baby. She's teething and breaking out in hives.
All right. Yo, you doing your live stream after the game on Sunday?
Yes, I am. It was on. I only did.
All right, I'll
I
be
didn't do
there for
last
that.
week because it was my birthday, and plus
Right.
with the loss,
Oh, happy
I wasn't in
birthday.
the mood. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, I'll be in your next live stream, man. You can
But I'll
count on
talk to
that.
you later,
I'm not
man.
going to be wearing blue.
All right, then. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yep.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Jordy. Have a good one, my guy.
See you, dude. So, Jody, I got to ask you, were you here for the Iverson bit?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
You can't do that to somebody who's done so much for your organization. Now, since I'm a Celtics fan, I'm going to put this into more of a situation that I know a little bit more about. Let's say we did that to Kevin Garnett or Rondo or Ray Allen, somebody from that like big three, one of them or the truth, somebody, and they were like, "Oh, we did all this with you. You were one of our big names, but now we don't want you in the building for some random reason." That would be messed up. And this is the same thing, except the player is a bit of a better player. Allen Iverson's one of the best. And there's a lot of things that are tied to him that are tied to the city. And we can't forget that. And when it comes down to it, you can't push someone away who's got an iconic moment of him stepping over Tyronn Lue. So,
And don't forget the crossover on Jordan.
yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that one
Why?
because I'm a big MJ fan.
Oh, you are? I didn't know that.
Yeah, probably my favorite player outside of Boston.
I never knew that. Like, I never knew that at all. I thought it would be LeBron. No.
Nope, I'm not a big LeBron fan. I don't know why. I'm just not.
I can see that. Like,
Then he plays for the Lakers now, so I have a reason to.
You mean he's part of the oldest team in history?
Yeah, no, it's the oldest team in the NBA, 30.1 years old.
Oh my god. Oh, I was on live with Greg. You were there. We were talking. Good Josh Richardson start for you guys? That's the two.
No, not even. No, there's no chance. The only way he would start is at small forward, and right now one of our guards is going to be there because the rotation, from what I'm hearing, could go one of two ways. It would be Schroeder, Smart, Brown, Tatum, Horford, or Schroeder, Smart, Tatum, Hernangomez, Horford. And thankfully, Josh Richardson's only going to be a depth piece from what I'm hearing from multiple different people. That's good because now I have my joke with Notre Dame that their quarterback, I get more disappointed every time I watch him. Josh Richardson's going to be that player for the Celtics. So the less he plays, the more happy I'll be.
Yeah, that's how I was for Mike Scott last year. That's how I was for Mike Scott. I mean, I love Korkmaz, I still do, but yeah, it sucks. Now,
At least Ben Simmons can be that this year now that he's not playing.
Yeah. So, do you think we can win on Sunday? Christian McCaffrey's back.
Yes and no. It depends on the defense. The offense has showed up the last couple of weeks. They've been here and there, in the loosest definition of the term here and there. But it all depends on the defense and even more just the play calling. That's been our big problem week in and week out is the young coaches finding their footing. And if they can get one step closer to that, I have a lot of confidence, even though our linebackers haven't showed up since last year. Hopefully the rest of the defense can make up for it. Fletcher Cox can get a tackle this week, and maybe Derek Barnett won't make a boneheaded play, which there's a better chance of him doing that than getting a sack.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah. I'm just saying right here. It's just, I'm scared. I'm actually scared for the Panthers. I thought I would never say that, but their front seven. The front seven is good, kind of, even though Dallas Cowboys rush all over them.
Honestly, it depends on how they use the running backs, and it sucks we don't have a power back. Because if we did, I'd have a lot more confidence just based on the fact that, we've got 4 running backs, which is usually how many the league carries. And we could run a little bit of 2-back, whether that be split back or out of the shotgun, which Nick Sirianni seems to love for some reason that I can't figure out. I'd be confident because you can use Gainwell as a pass catcher and somebody who can be a little shifty. Honestly, that's a loose definition that I can call him shifty. Miles is obviously, or between the tackles, outside kind of back, who's a little bit quick, a little bit shifty, can make guys miss. You could have your power back in someone like a Holyfield or a Howard. I had to mention Holyfield. And Boston Scott can be kind of your in-between and just be a guy you throw out there and say, you know what, get lost behind Jordan Mailata and Landon Dickerson because 6'8" to 5'6" is a big height difference.
It is. Trust me, I'm 5'6", so I would know.
How are we about the same height?
Dude, I'm just short. My dad's 5'8", my mom's 5'1". I'm cursed. So, yeah. I mean, you're still young, though.
Yeah, but I've always been short.
How old are you again?
16.
Yeah, you still got time.
Yeah, that's true.
You still got time. I'm 27. I'm done. Yeah.
All I know is I'm still quick on the courts.
Yeah, I beat Tyler. But,
Hey, a win is a win.
yeah, and he's like 6 foot. Yeah, tell him that. Next time you play Madden, tell him that.
Okay, I will.
Good. I can imagine him calling me like, Mitch, what you know, Jordy? Nothing. I love that guy, but yeah. Oh my god. How do you feel? How do you feel about Jalen Hurts being inaccurate?
I think that's a little bit worrisome, but it'll take time for him to develop over the years. And I think part of it is about not being comfortable in the pocket because I see it with Notre Dame for the last 5 weeks. Our quarterback hasn't been comfortable and that results in an accurate throw. Same thing here in Philly. He's to a point. I don't think he necessarily believes in the O-line and that, or he's not comfortable, or a mix of that. And then he's also locking on to receivers, which I think also plays a part because if you lock onto a guy, you're not going through your reads, obviously. And while all your focus is on that guy, and it's may or may not be pulled away from the defenders around him, and that can help or hurt you. So at the end of the day, there's multiple factors that can go into it, and I don't know if it's Hurts is the problem or it's just something that can be worked out with time and upgrading the O-line again once it gets healthy. But time will tell.
Yeah, and I just gotta say, It's still his rookie year, basically.
Yeah, it's an
still
extension of a
true.
rookie year, basically.
Yeah. You know how when NBA players get injured their first year and then they come back the next year and then they win rookie of the year?
Didn't Simmons and Embiid both do that?
That's exactly what I said that.
Yeah.
Simmons won rookie of the year the next year.
And then didn't Embiid get hurt and then come back the next year and play as a rookie too?
Yeah. Yeah. And he finished in third in rookie of the year voting.
I was going to say, I think Nerlens Noel got hurt, but that was just a common trend through his career.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he looks good in New York. Noel
Yeah.
looks good. So
The one team where you can't really suck because the team already sucks.
trust me, I get DMs from Knicks fans still.
I like to make fun of Knicks fans every once in a while because I live in the great state of New York where they're all in hiding.
God, I forgot about that. How does that?
They're all in hiding. I don't think I've seen a Knicks fan in a couple of years, like out in the wild.
Really?
I don't think I've ever seen somebody wearing Knicks gear. I'll see people wearing I've seen people wearing gear from teams across the country, but I've never seen a Knicks fan just out in the store or something.
Wow. I was out to dinner around I think it was September 9th. It was my best friend's birthday. We were at the bar watching the Cowboys and Buccaneers game, and we saw I live in Jersey. We saw someone in the Cowboys jersey at the bar yelling. And I'm like, dude, I know it's your birthday, but I'm like, can I go over there and just laugh? He goes, no. I'm like, come on, man.
I still remember we went to, it was Bills Philly back in 2018. 2018 or 19. I think it was 19 because we had Miles at the time at running back. And it was funny. So we go to one of the local restaurants now the bar was packed with Eagles and Bills fans. So at one point, one half of the bar basically starts doing an Eagles chant and it goes back and forth between Eagles, Bills, Eagles, Bills. I'm like, what is going on? The game isn't even close to starting and you're all already getting hyped up.
All right. Yep. Oh, I got to tell you this story. So I was in New York, right? I was just in New York, and I'm like, Dad, should I wear a hat? He goes, yeah. So I put on a Phillies hat. Yeah, it was a Phillies hat. We were walking around to get breakfast, and I feel something on the top of my head, dead center. And I'm like, Dad, is it raining? He goes, no. I lift off my hat. I got a bird poop dead center in New York City on my Phillies hat. And I'm like, wow. Even the birds don't like Phillies.
Hey, there's a reason that everyone says no one likes us. We don't care.
The freaking birds. I was down the shore, right? I was down the shore. It was me, my best friend, and my dad. My dad was in the middle. I was like, hey, Dad, can we switch so I can sit next to him and still talk to you? He goes, yeah, switch. 5 seconds later, I get bird pooped on. I'm like, what? I'm like, how?
Maybe you're just that lucky.
I'm like, hey, I need it now for my YouTube. I need it now. But, all right. You know what? I'm thinking about what's the score to the game?
I have no idea. All I know is Russell Wilson threw an interception, and he only had 2 points against me in a league, and I was happy.
Wait, are you playing? You're not playing against Tyler, are you?
No, this is a different league. But it's a league I'm 0-3 or 0-4 in, so I'm really hoping I actually win this week.
I started the wrong defense. I had the Rams defense, and I benched Seattle's.
That was a mistake.
Everyone told me to start the Rams.
That's a good idea in hindsight, but now I don't know. Because the Rams have Cooper Kupp. Although I don't know what he's doing right now.
I'm just so confused. Wait, didn't we pick off Russell Wilson, though?
Rams did pick off Russ at some point.
But how do we have 5 points? Oh, it's 3-7. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. And Seattle, how does Seattle have 9?
I
I'm the
played
only one
Daryl
that played.
Henderson, and he's got 6 carries for 17 yards. That's about the most disappointing production I've had all night from him.
Dude, Tyler has Henderson and Russell Wilson playing.
Oh, that sucks. Because Wilson's underperforming right now, too.
And he's playing Bird Gang.
Of all people to play, I mean, Bird Gang's got an Eagles theme team, basically, so that shouldn't be hard to beat, but...
Tyler's still projected to win 113 to 102. So, hey, I'm in third place. I'm in second. What place you in? Oh,
I have no clue.
You're in third. You're right behind me.
All I know is I'm doing better than AK.
AK's 12th.
Whoa. So Vic just offered me in the Armchair League Derek Carr, Tim Patrick, and Justin Fields for Josh Allen.
You're going to say no, obviously.
I kind of want to say yes just for Derek Carr, but I don't know. I might counter and move Tim Patrick with a running back and take out Justin Fields and then just go, all right, you want this?
Dude, I have Baker Mayfield on my bench just sitting there.
How did I let Derek Carr fall into Vic's hands?
I thought you would have drafted him.
I did. I got him. Then I let him go for somebody, and I don't think I have a quarterback on my bench right now. And then Hunter picked him up before I realized, oh, I should pick him up again. Then I guess Hunter dropped him at some point, and now Vic's got him.
Because Hunter's quarterbacks are Matt Ryan and Daniel Jones.
Yeah, that's not a great combo. That's why I grabbed mine in the first.
That's why I have Baker Mayfield as my backup.
Hey, as long as you've got a backup that can get you a good amount of points.
Yeah, but he's playing with the torn labrum shoulder.
That's true.
So I'm like, do I really win here?
You could try to trade him for Derek Carr.
I tried that before. He said no. All right. Yo, I'm going to end this stream here because I just want to relax after that whole Iverson thing.
All right.
Yo, thanks, guys, for whoever came in. Thank you guys for watching. It was great. I had 2 live streams today. I'm going to watch tomorrow, Friday. I got 1 Friday, 3 Saturday, 4 Sunday, Monday break, Tuesday 2. I mean, look, grind is real. I'm getting tired. Yeah, see you, dude. See you, man. Yo, Jordy, I'll catch you.
See you later.
See you, dude.